women as we begin to prepare them for womanhood and how that impacts what their future might look like. And then I'll share an interesting story with you.
Yes, well, Susan mentioned those 58 states. We're still out there looking for those.
so that we can go and get some members there to help us with it. But what? Yeah, I know she did mid-cities, but anyway, we think that it's very important for our young women to have people that they can look up to. And Susan's organization is one of those that's doing that, and we try to do the same thing in mentoring. We mentor so many young women. They're in our office. We never say no to anyone who wants to be with us for the summer. I even had young women who wanted to come over Christmas vacation. I gave up my vacation so that I could give them the opportunity to work. So I think each of us maybe can't do everything, but we can certainly take a young woman. We can mentor a young woman, and we can show her what we're doing every day, show her how to do it. We have a program where we start with little ones, College for Kids. This is a signature program from when Shirley Chisholm, my predecessor, and Dr. C. Dolores Tucker, my other one was. We take those children on a Saturday, every Saturday. We have programs going on all across the country where we bring them in. We teach them all the wonderful things they can be because we know how important images are. We bring in bankers, doctors, lawyers, diplomats, all kinds of people in vocations or professions that some of these young children have never heard of, but they get to know them. And when they came in, maybe they all wanted to be dancers, singers, and football players, but they get to see someone else every Saturday. And as I said, we do this all across the country. We don't stop. When we take them from the 8 years old up to 13 years old, we then have a program called College for Teens, where we have them live in on college campuses so they can get accustomed to knowing that this is a place that's not threatening. This is some place you want to go. We graduate even the little 8 to 12, 13-year-old ones in full caps and gown regalia so that they can understand it's not threatening, this is something we want to do. And then we take on the young adults. We have young adults in our organization with their own chapters. We give them real things to do, not just filing papers, not just going to get coffee. We allow them to attend meetings, not just with me, but for me. And all of our chapter presidents or chairs across the country do that same thing. It's a matter of taking them by the hand. Now, we don't always get in the news, so many of you have not maybe heard of us. We were on, I think, MSNBC one time, and on Chris Matthews' program, but David Gregory filled in for him, so we didn't even, have Chris Matthews that day. But the point is, while others are being on television, we are doing things. We are an activist, progressive organization, and we reach out to other organizations. We don't just complain that people don't invite us in to work with them. We reach out to them. We speak for their national programs, their local programs. We go and work with Comcast Cares. We invite all kinds of people to come in and do that. We know the importance of our working together. Every year I donate to Melanie, whatever election it is. It doesn't matter. I know if Melanie's doing it, it's important. So I send, our donation to that. So sometimes we can't be there, but we can, as Melanie said earlier, we can give those few dollars for it. There is always something we can do. But and our young children need to see us doing those things, not just talking about it.
You're absolutely right. So I want to talk about an article that we sort of found when we were discussing this panel, and it was 4 women's issues that haven't changed since 1911. And the first one is, actually the second one is work stress disproportionately impacts women. And so I wanted to turn to Margot to talk about that, because I think a lot of times women who are professional working women, we deal with a lot of stress, and then we come home and we deal with our family stress, and we deal with everybody else's stress, and we don't deal with our own stress. How is it that we can better take care of ourselves so that we can